NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Lions, next on Madden NFL 23.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game, because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And an early how do you do right there, as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. The drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line, as he's dropped at the 23. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got two rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that. And what I've landed on is this. These kids play high-stakes games from the time they're in high school. A lot of them travel to play games. They play on television. They go to college, play big-time games. And let's face it, the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. So these kids develop a lot faster and are a lot more confident before they even hit the NFL.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Finding Gray going across the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair.
Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Barkley inside handoff. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appeared...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because they're understanding the coverages and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? I needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. That almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Floating one, incomplete.
Coach Tony thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 48 yards rushing. rushing for now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis we've seen. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll look to throw here. Finding Gray going across the field. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run forward Barkley, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Gets past 1 man. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
In the pistol.
Barkley will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 5. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And now Chenault on the end around.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
A nice little juke. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They begin with a run by Barkley. They find some open field here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, offensively, that's a mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to him again. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable for Grant. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fight your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's the difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Able to find Gray here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Lions 17. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Eluded, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Good footwork at the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, here's Davis Price, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And down to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Davis Price once more.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Snap.